Good morning, and welcome to the Brenda Perryman Show right here on TV 33 WHPR, Comcast 91 in Detroit, I think, and all over the world, courtesy of the World Wide Web. And we also have an app. We have we're all over the place, but I have a great show. It's a tight show for you this morning. My first guest is Zelanya Allen, and I'm good morning.
Good morning.
This woman is phenomenal. One thing about it is entrepreneurship. There are a lot of you out there who have your own businesses, but you want to make them better. You want to give them a higher profile, and that's why I have Zelanya here on the show this morning. Zelanya, let's get a little bit of your background. It's Dr. Zelanya, by the way. Uh, let's get a little of your background. You were raised here in Detroit area?
Yes, I'm from right here in Detroit, Michigan, born and raised. I went to high school here, went on to University of Michigan and Wayne State University, and I started this organization about 7 years ago.
Okay, and that organization is the Southeast Michigan Entrepreneurs Association.
Yes.
Right. Now tell me, after college and after all the all this education you got, what did you do? I mean, what did you do next? Did you go work for somebody or did you just start a business? Tell us.
I've had a number of jobs. So I'm a college professor. I teach psychology courses now, but I only teach online. But I've also taught
For who?
University of Phoenix.
Oh, great.
But I've also taught in the classroom. And like I said, I've had a number of jobs, but my heart and passion has always been entrepreneurship.
So as a little girl, did you set up a lemonade stand or anything?
Yes, I used to buy candy and sell it at school.
Where'd you go to school?
Uh,
High school.
I went to Benedictine.
A Benedictine.
Yes.
Oh, was Mr. Mack there?
I
The principal?
yes, he was.
He was my government teacher when I was in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
You went to Benedictine?
No, I went to St. Teresa,
Oh, okay.
but he was always in the Catholic school system. Yeah, that guy with that crew cut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember.
I just saw him year before last. He
Wow.
looks the same,
Wow.
and I graduated like 50 years ago. So,
Okay.
but you went to Benedict and then Michigan, right?
Yes, and majored in psychology, and then I went to Wayne State and majored in industrial relations, and then I got my doctorate degree from North Central University.
So, what made you decide to start an entrepreneurial organization? Did you have your own um, business at the time?
Yes, so I started in entrepreneurship when I decided to become a professional speaker, and that's been almost 20 years ago. And then that became taxing because there's a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start a business locally, and I had no idea what to do. So I found out there's a lot of resources in the area. So I thought it would be great to have a conference and bring all of these people together that offer resources to entrepreneurs and put them on a panel so that we could ask them questions. But then we wanted to do something ongoing.
Hmm.
So that's when the association was born. And we started to have monthly meetings and events so that entrepreneurs could come together and network and get information to grow a business.
Growing a business. A lot of people want to start a business, but a lot of times people don't know what to do. Okay, they go get either their assumed name or they incorporate, they do things like that, but then you got to get on the business of business, correct?
Correct.
So, what are some of the mistakes that new entrepreneurs make?
Probably one of the biggest mistakes is not identifying your target market. I think the more specific you are about who you're going to target, the more of a chance you have to be successful. Sometimes when you go too broad and you're just trying to do business with everyone, it doesn't work because you're wasting energy and resources.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody's your market. Everybody's your market, and everybody's not your market.
Exactly.
Okay, give us an example of a business and what kind of audience they or market they would have. Just a business. Let me just name one. Maybe.
Well, I could use myself as an
Oh,
example.
okay.
So, with professional speaking, there's so many markets you can target, like government, colleges and universities, the youth market. So, each market has a specific need. So, you want to tailor your marketing so that you're appealing to that need. So, if you decide that you want to speak to youth, then what you need to put together for them may not appeal to colleges and universities or corporations. So then you lose your entire market.
So you show them how to target that market, and then they have to. What do they have to do? Make contacts with these people. Say if it is speaking to the youth market, they'd have to send out information about themselves or what?
Yes, so you would want to identify key players, like who are the people that book speakers. So
Okay.
you'll have to do some research, and then you'll need to put together marketing material. So you'll want to have a website. People always want to know what your website address is so they can go and find out more about you. And then you'll want to have your business cards, of course, a one sheet. And so we help business owners put those marketing materials together.
Okay, you do coaching too. Now, who would come for the coaching?
Anyone that feels that they need help or direction. I do coaching with a variety of businesses. Sometimes they will come in and they will just want to work on marketing, or they may come in and they want to work on public speaking skills, how to present their business, or it may be confidence because you have to have confidence to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, you do. You have to believe in what you're selling. Basically, it is sales in a way.
Exactly. And you have to believe in what you're selling, and you have to believe in yourself and your ability to be successful.
Right. Now, there are a lot of people. Well, have you ever had a class where the teacher might have written the book, but the teacher doesn't know how to really impart the information? I had classes where the teacher wrote the book, but the teacher presenting skills were really bad.
Absolutely. And that's really common because public speaking is the number one fear in the world.
Yes, number one. Some people would rather be dead than speak in front of an audience.
Absolutely.
Why do you think that is?
I think people are afraid of being judged. And
Yeah,
when you're having a one on one conversation, if you say something stupid or make a mistake, it's no big deal.
right.
But when you're in front of a big audience or on television,
Oh,
you
Lord.
just think, oh my God, so many people saw me say something stupid.
Well, I have a confession. I was making a speech. I was at in the Shrine Auditorium in LA, and I was talking, and I got near the edge of the stage, and my mind kept on saying, "You're gonna fall off this stage." I kept on feeling like I was gonna fall off, and I said, "The audience can't know that you're scared like this." So I took a step back, and then it looked like I could still see this pit. And I remember just going blank for a second, trying to realize what I was going to do. But the audience didn't know it.
Right.
I kept on talking about something.
That's
And then
good.
I got back onto
And
my
that's
deal.
exactly what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But some people will stop and say, oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Oh no, you never let the audience see you sweating.
Right.
You got to be cool about the sweating, right?
Right. Exactly.
Right. And see, a lot of times, like you say, people have to, they, they just have to develop that confidence.
Hmm.
And part of that confidence is, as you said, believing in their product.
Yes.
Correct? And they also have the National Entrepreneurs Association. Now, what's the difference between the two?
So we started Southeast Michigan entrepreneurs to work with local businesses. And then we decided we wanted to do it nationally. So we want to form a chapter in each major city throughout the country so that we have a network of entrepreneurs because some people don't just do business locally. Like I've used myself as an example as a professional speaker. We speak all over the world.
Right.
So it's important to have that support network wherever you go.
Oh, okay, okay. So, so you started this one too, the National?
Yes, I'm the founder of both
Oh,
organizations.
girl, go on now. That is so great. So, do you have other states who are doing this now?
So we just launched the National Association last week.
Oh, last week.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still kind of new,
Yeah, but
but
it's very
it
exciting.
is very exciting because people out there who have a business, what's they can look up the website and they can.
Yes. So the website is nationalentrepreneurs.org, and you can access SEMEA from that website also. We have meetings once a month, and we bring in expert speakers to talk to us about different aspects of business, what to look out for, and how we can grow our business. And then we have a training conference every fall where we bring in top-notch speakers to do keynote presentations as well as breakout sessions.
That's great. That's great. So does it? I know it has to cost something to be a part of the organization, but it's affordable, right?
Yes, it's very affordable. So it's $225 per year to start, but that is for an individual. And we have corporate memberships, small business memberships, but it's all on the website.
You should go on that website too, because I've gone on both of the websites and just the people involved. You really have a nice cross section of people involved in the SEMEA.
Yeah.
That's the Southeast Michigan Entrepreneurship Association, Entrepreneurs Association.
Yes, so we are a very diverse group. We have members who've been in business for 20, 25 years, and then we have members who have just started. And we think that's great because the newer businesses can learn from the older ones.
That is so important. Why do you think there's so many people starting their own businesses now? As opposed, and we were talking about this earlier, to maybe when I was younger, we all had to get that job. It was about getting that job.
Yeah, I think it's mindset. Back when you were in high school, I guess, the, the,
Yeah.
the big thing was getting a job at the plant in the auto
Well,
industry.
no.
And I say that because that's what my dad did. You know, he graduated high school and he got a job at Ford Motor Company, and they paid them really well. But then around
That grew the
2000,
middle class, really.
exactly. And in like 2007 or 8, we saw a recession
Right.
and the auto industry started laying off people, the unions started to fall apart, and the wages started to decrease. And I think that was the beginning of people really wanting to start their own businesses and just take charge of their future.
Right, right. I noticed so many, like last week, I had two different young women who were entrepreneurs on the show, and they were just wonderful. One owns the House of Pure Vin, downtown, the
Uh-huh.
wine store, and the other one she has Fierce. They it's a staffing agency. I
Yes.
mean, and she's only was only like 28.
Yeah, I think it's easier to start your own business now too because more and more resource providers are out there and also technology. There are people who start businesses online and they do it all from their home.
Which is great. That
Yes.
that is great. That is great. Um, I think that a long time ago too, we didn't have access to as many people who have their businesses either to talk to and say, "How did you do that?" At least in my community, I
No,
didn't.
you're right. With Facebook and social media and Google, we can get online and talk to our colleagues and peers and get information that we couldn't get before.
Right, right, right. And so, what are the mastermind groups?
Yeah, so I love Mastermind. Mastermind is when a group of individuals who have similar interests get together and brainstorm. So our Mastermind group meets the first Saturday of every month, and there's like 10 of us, and we're all entrepreneurs, and we talk about our goals and how we're going to grow our business. And if someone's having a challenge or an issue, we will help them work through that issue.
Oh, that's good. It's good to have people with kind of like minds but different experiences.
Yes.
Because if you don't say it, what has been maybe your shortcoming, nobody can help you.
Exactly.
Correct?
Right. And so we give them advice and ideas. And we also have a segment called mind conditioning.
Mind conditioning. Tell
Yeah.
me about that's not brainwashing. No.
Oh, absolutely not. It's all positive, so that's how you know it's good. But we just give tips every month about how you can get that entrepreneur mindset. And sometimes it's just standing in the mirror saying affirmations, I can do this, or I'm a successful entrepreneur, I believe in myself. And then visualization is very effective, just visualizing yourself having a successful business and seeing that money coming in.
Well, you have all kinds of different people with different businesses, right?
Right.
Some with very small businesses
Yes.
and some with businesses that may be larger.
Yes. So we have solopreneurs. We have a lot of speakers and
Solopreneurs,
authors.
that's what.
You've never heard that?
No.
Yeah, that's when you're in business just by yourself. And that's why
What are
SCMEA
some
is great.
examples of the people who are in business by themselves? What are some of their businesses?
That would be a speaker, an author, or a coach. A lot of people are getting into life coaching.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know a lot of people who call themselves life coaches, but you gotta, uh, what are their qualifications for being a life coach?
Yeah, and if you hire a life coach, you want to make sure you check their credentials
Right.
because there's actually a life coach certification that you can get.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you want to make sure they have that. But we also have larger businesses. We have a member who has an Allstate insurance agency.
Okay.
We have a lady who owns a day spa and a hair salon. We have several real estate agents or
Oh,
brokers.
wow. That's great. Now you have authors also, you said?
Yes.
Now, what are they have they just had one book out, 5 books out? What's that
It varies. Right now, I'm thinking of Tanisha Cherry. She has a book called I Was Born to Lose, but I Chose to Win. And she has an incredible story about growing up in the foster care system and becoming successful despite those challenges.
Right, right. Wow. That's that's something.
Yeah.
Well, this is just great. Now, what if I have a business where I'm a good cook and perhaps I'm retired and I decided I want to start doing a little catering. But I don't know, number one, how to get out there.
Mhm.
Would it be beneficial for me to come to the Southeast Michigan Entrepreneurs Association?
Absolutely. I think the first place you would want to start is research. Put together a business plan, which is going to be your
Do you
roadmap.
all help with business plans?
Yes, we have people in our organization that will sit down with you for free, actually, and help you write your business plan.
Okay, you do the business plan.
Yeah, so that's the first step. And then network. Let people know what you're trying to do because that's how you're going to get information, advice, and referrals. You'll pick up a lot of clients that way.
And do you think you should maybe start small, like small gatherings and
Uh,
catering those first so you could get recommendations too?
Absolutely, and that's very good advice. You may want to partner with another person who's doing the same business so that you can learn from them.
Okay. Okay, that's great. That is great. Well, this is exciting. National Entrepreneurs Association, that just started, and the website is www.nationalentrepreneurs.org. And then this is the new one, and the one that's been in existence for 7 years is.
Southeast Michigan Entrepreneurs Association.
This is great. This is just great. And they could go on the website. Tell them what the website is.
Yes, so the website is nationalentrepreneurs.org or semea.org, and you'll find all the information there about memberships and upcoming meetings and events.
And if they look up your name, they should see something. If they just look up Zelania Allen.
Yes, you'll see a lot.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. So I was very intrigued by your websites and stuff.
Thank
This
you.
is great. This is great because don't try and jump into a business without any advice thinking you know everything because nobody knows everything.
Yeah, and you may think it's going to be easy, but entrepreneurship is really challenging. Most entrepreneurs actually fail, which is another reason why we exist to help entrepreneurs succeed.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Zelania.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having
This
me.
is great. Well, we'll be back in just a moment with Rosemarie Wilson talking about I'm Addicted to, a new play. I am back. I am back. And everyone who knows me knows I love theater. That's my life, part of my life. Projection is the other part of my life. Well, I have here a young woman who has acted for me, and I've seen her act, and she's just wonderful. She's a poet called One Simple Rose. Isn't that right?
One single rose.
Single rose. I was going to say one simple. That doesn't sound right. She is simple, though. No, I'm just kidding. One single rose. This is Rosemarie Wilson and Venti Valdez, who is just everything. Actress, art. You do art too, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, artist, and all of that good stuff. So, how you doing this morning, ladies?
I am
Awesome.
amazing. How are you, darling?
Oh, fine, 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 fine. Now, Rose, you had a play called I'm Addicted, right?
Addiction.
Addiction?
Yes. Addiction was the full production. Then there was Addicted to Addiction, which was basically a play performance. And now I'm Addicted to is part 2 of Addiction.
So I'm Addicted too is like I'm addicted also?
Exactly. Exactly. I'm addicted to something too, just like you. Because we're keeping it real. Although we may have some things that are swept under the rug, we don't normally talk about addictions. And sometimes we view our normal behavior as normal, but it's actually addiction. So we're comedically bringing that to the stage.
When you talk about addiction, there are a lot of different addictions. It's not just, a lot of people think it's just drugs or gambling. But it's
Absolutely.
more than that, right?
Absolutely.
If you want to call in, you could call at 313-868-0342, 868-0351, or 868-4336, area code 313. And it's on the screen anyway. And so people can, what are some of the addictions that people are addicted to in your play?
We have a crackhead. We have a shoe addict. We have a lottery addict. We have social media addicts. We have alcoholics.
Okay, well, okay. Huh. A social media addict.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, the social media addict is basically whatever goes on in her life. It goes on social media. She reports to social media before she reports to anyone else in her life. She's always on her phone. She walks around with basically cords so that she can always be connected. And when she's disconnected, she feels disconnected to the world.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So, people are like that, and sometimes they give too much information.
Absolutely, absolutely. We put our whole lives on social media, but why are we doing this? Is that to validate who we are? Is it because we want to seem like we're interesting to ourselves and to others? We got to put all of our information out there. Like, I don't really get it sometimes.
Oh,
Me either.
right. I don't get it either. But there are other things. There's so many other things. For example, my father he drank. He loved his drink.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, on weekends, I could say he was a drunk.
Okay.
But I didn't get any of that. They say that, your children can get some of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get this thing where I just work. Sometimes when I start working, I don't know how to stop working. If I'm not working, I don't feel I am really in there like that. That's very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I said, I think I'm addicted to work.
And that can happen.
And
Yes.
that can happen, I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely. We get so used to just going and going and doing where we don't sit back and take time for ourselves because we're just so busy, and that's just our routine.
Yeah, but we got to break that. We got to
Absolutely.
break that.
Absolutely.
So, Rose, what made you decide to start writing the Addicted series?
In 2012, I toured with Wonderbaum, a theater collective from the Netherlands, and we premiered in Pittsburgh during their cultural week. There was a few different theaters in one area, and when we were done performing in ours, we went to visit another, and they were doing this 24-hour called the Bus Series, a 24-hour insane production. And I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. So they invited me back next year, the following year, and we were tasked with getting on a bus and writing about whatever it was that we saw on the bus. And I had my inspiration to write the piece before we even got on. There was a drunk couple. And I guess the other lady, she was addicted to, I think she was on heroin and cocaine as well. And they talked openly to me about this. So I wrote my piece. It was called Liquid Diet Up in Smoke. It was a 10-minute play, and it was performed on stage the following day. So when I came home, I was like, there's so many other addictions. Let me write something. So that's where Addiction was born. And now we're basically 2.5 plays in, and I'm already writing part 3.
So, Venti, have you been in all three?
No, this is my first time
Oh.
with this cast, and this
Wow.
this is my first time with this cast and the play. I'm so honored, and the cast is so awesome, and the writing is just so funny. It's hard to actually get through rehearsals, so I
Well,
know people
what
are
is
gonna
your
have a good
character,
time.
or do you play a series of characters?
No, I play Mama Do.
Mama
And Mama Do is she is really like your big mama. She is the one that you can kind of get away with a little bit, but she will really get with you. She will whoop you in a minute.
So, tell me, you've done acting before.
Hmm.
Tell us about some of the work you have done.
Oh, let's see. It's been a while, but I played 3 characters in the Colored Museum by George C. Wolfe. I was in a play. I played Sybil at a theater. I also did, what is it, JB. I played a homeless person. So I have a little bit of.
Yeah, you have experience. You have experience. Now, for those of you who don't remember, Rose was in my play Gray Matter, and she played the dead mother of the lead character, and she sang a song
Hmm.
that made people just
Cry.
cry. It just so happens that one man who was in the audience had lost his mother, and he just, I mean, he cried, he cried, he cried.
That song was powerful.
It
That
was.
song was very
Yes.
written by Al McKenzie.
Yes.
That song was very, very powerful. And Rose has acted many times, but she's also a poet. She's a fantastic poet, and we've done some things together. But she's been all over the world doing her poetry, and she's so good and so appreciated. And by the way, I saw your grandmother yesterday.
Aw.
I told her you were going to be on my show
Oh,
today.
yeah.
Yeah, her grandmother is in the same nursing home as my mother. And when I got off the elevator, there she was.
In the window?
No, she wasn't in the window. She was
Okay.
by the elevator. She was coming from Unit 3 or something.
Okay.
You know, her grandmother's 101
Yes,
and
yes.
getting around like crazy.
She like Mama do. She'll tell you off real
Oh, and
quick.
she'll cuss you out.
Yes.
Mama do
I've
get
heard
with
it.
you.
I've heard her. I've heard her. I've
Yeah,
heard
I
her.
love Mama do.
She should be probably an inspiration for characters that you do write about.
Yes, yes, she is. I put a lot of her into what it is that I do. She's always with me because I have her middle name as well. So
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
absolutely. Now, Venti, you're also an artist, right?
Yes.
What is your medium?
I have a company that's like 28 years old now called Venti Visuals, and I do mixed media abstract using everything from chopped glass to rubber, pencil shavings. So it's a quite a unique
Yeah,
piece of artwork
that
that goes
is
on.
unique. We have so much talent in the Detroit area,
Yes.
and speaking of talent, we have Kimmy Horn in the studio. She'll be up in a few minutes.
Yay.
So she's another friend of the show, and she's wonderful, as all of us know. And Rose, I mean, oh, I told you she sang this song in the play, but she's also an excellent singer. It's so effortless.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I can rap, but
Thank you.
I'm not a singer. Right, I'm not a singer. So, Rose, tell the audience when is the play? Next week?
Yes, you can catch I'm Addicted To on stage at the Motor City Youth Theater. That's at 27555 Grantland in Livonia. Tickets are available.
Oh, we want to give any tickets away?
Yes, yes, we do. The
yes.
first people who can call in and tell us what some of the addictions are going to be on stage next week, you'll win 2 tickets to the Friday night show. On our show takes place March 9th, 10th, and 11th. 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. There's a Sunday matinee and also a 7 o'clock show.
And 313 868 4336, 313 868 0351. If you call in, you can get these tickets. Please.
Yes.
Because you will really, really, really
Yes.
like this show. And where'd you find this theater? How'd you find this theater?
Well, the director from Sister Act, I was in Sister Act the musical with the Park Players. She owns the theater, and I went over there and I just fell in love. It's a very intimate theater. There's only 100 seats.
That's
total,
great.
Total black box. They've got the fabulous LED lights, so we won't be hot on stage.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's gonna be a phenomenal production, and the actors are really bringing the characters to life fantastically.
313 868 0351, 868 4336. Can you leave them here the rest of the show? For
Yes,
me? Okay.
yes, I can.
I'm excited about this because you have an addictive series. In fact, you should do all the plays back to back.
That is the plan. I've got a few things in the works. Once we get the video for this, there's going to be something huge coming at a theater near you. Yeah.
So what's next for you?
I'm actually contemplating moving, either to New York or LA soon. And
How soon?
also maybe by the end of the year. I'm
Really?
Yeah.
That is
I'm toying
soon.
around with the thought. So I've got a huge birthday coming next year, and I kind of want to shake it up and maybe do something different.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of us have these huge birthdays come and they go.
Yes.
And
Really
they go.
quick.
So we'll be able to. If you go to New York, what do you want to do?
Theater and Broadway.
I think that's a great, great, great. Oh, we might have someone with the tickets. If so, let us know.
You'll be awesome in New York.
Thank you.
Or LA,
I
wherever
aspire
you
to
go.
be. I
Yes.
aspire to be. I see Addiction, the series, growing legs and moving around the world. So that's what I hope that I can make happen
Can we
for
speak
it.
to them?
We have a caller. If anyone else wants to call in, we may have tickets for you too.
You don't want to miss
Huh?
it. Trust me.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, just fine. Who am I speaking with?
This is Cole.
Hi, Cole. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm well. I'm well. Thank you for asking.
Well, we'll leave the tickets at the desk here at the station for you. Can you come pick them up?
Yeah, sure can.
Okay.
Cole, you must tell us what two of the addictions are that we're going to be exploring in the play before I will release the tickets to you.
Okay. Um, you mentioned the shoe addiction,
Yes.
and also a person who is a crackhead. Uh,
Okay. Okay, that's great.
but I
So,
will mention this, if I can.
what?
I explained to my daughter about the situation about crackheads and stuff like that. I tell her that these people are victims. These people were targeted by people who were much more powerful, with government influence, who had a plan economically and socially, and they were fearing the potential all in these people.
That's true. And
You
drugs,
know,
they steal all your ambition.
Ever since the 60s.
That's right.
Well, Cole, I'm going to leave these up at the front because we have to take a break.
okay.
And I really thank you very much. And they'll be up front. We have
Yes,
another.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
All right, sisters,
Cole.
I plan on enjoying it.
See
Oh,
you
you
Thank you once
will.
Friday.
again.
Thank you.
You will.
No doubt. Shalom alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay. We have one more. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. Who am I speaking
Hi.
with? Who am I?
This is Hallie.
Hi, Hallie.
Hi.
You know where the station is? Oh, you got to give us name two addictions.
Social media addiction, drug addiction.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
good.
Yes.
That's good.
All right,
Bravo.
Hallie. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
Friday. You're welcome.
So you're going to
Thanks.
come
Bye-bye.
up to the station and pick up your tickets. They'll be here.
Okay. Wonderful.
Come today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, March 9th. And then for further information, you could dial 313-451-2571. And for the internet, I'm addicted to, that's TOO, brownpapertickets.com. Okay?
All right.
All right. So we'll be back in just a moment with Kimmy Horn. I have a very special friend here right now and a friend of the show. She's so talented and well known all over the world. I have Miss Kimmy Horn. Good morning.
Good morning, Brenda. How are you?
Fine, fine, fine.
Good.
You have been doing so many things.
Yes, yes. It's been quite a whirlwind. It really has.
But the thing is, you're doing your passion.
I am doing my passion, and it's like different layers are just unraveling. That's the wonderful thing about it, doing this new piece now that
Yeah.
I'm featured in.
Yeah.
On Harlem Night.
I know. Harlem Night.
Harlem Night.
Which is it's coming on the 23rd through the 25th.
Yes.
And it's coming to the Fisher Theater, excuse me.
Yes.
And we're pretty excited about it because I've been hearing about it for months.
Yes, they've been really doing a great job with the promotions. As far as the rehearsals, they have been amazing. Just even going in and sitting and watching some of the actors do their things, it is really a treat. You know, I'm so honored to be a part of this production.
Why don't you tell the audience what I'm sorry, that was a thing at the Detroit Rep. So many theaters, One Harlem Night is about.
Well, One Harlem Night is a musical jazz thriller, and it is a piece that is built around different characters and an illusion of a dream, but yet there's different concepts within each section of the of the play. It's
Okay.
really amazing.
Wow. And what I like is the fact that it's a thriller,
Yes. Yes.
which is so different.
It's very different, and it's the first kind of production that has going on like that in the Fisher Theater. And after 20 something years of performing professionally, this is my first time performing in the actual Fisher Theater.
Oh,
So
really?
yes, so I'm super excited. I mean, again, I can't stop talking about the cast and the production of it because
Let's-
seeing them put it together.
We
in a
have some
professional-
national cast members on
Yes.
too.
Yes, Brian White from what is it, Stump the Yard. I
Right.
believe he's in. Darren Henson from Soul Food, he's in it. Carl Payne from the Martin Lawrence Show.
Yeah, Cole. I always call him
Cole, I know
Cockroach. I call him Cockroach.
And then Felicia Snoop, who was in The Wire.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
so they really have an all-star.
Alexander Zanchez.
Yeah, Alexander Zonjic and Marcus Polk. Yeah,
Who is he? I've heard that name before.
a comedian slash actor.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's a national show, and they brought in our local celebrities to be a part of that show.
Absolutely.
And it's the thing about it. It's a jazz musical.
It's a jazz musical, and the timepiece of, the era of when it takes place, the 1920s, the 30s, that is definitely, tied into what I do, even on my show. So I'm really stepping into a character or role that I've been playing kind of all my life.
Right.
Really, it's so wonderful.
Last year was a really monumental year for you. Can you tell the audience about some of the things you did last year?
Yeah, some of the things, the one that so many things I'm proud of
Let's
because
be a little louder so make sure Facebook Live can get you.
Some
too.
of I'm so proud of so many moments because number one, launching the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival.
That's the
My
second
own-
year was last
This is the
year.
second year last year, but last year was 2 days as opposed to one, so that was huge for me. What was the other? Oh, going to Las Vegas, performing at the NAMM convention, the musical convention in California. That was this year with keyboardist extraordinaire. She works with Beyonce. So it was just really a treat to be on the same platform with her.
Wow. Well, we have a call from Kim right now. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How
Good
are
morning to
you?
you and your guest.
I have Kimmy, and there's Kim on the phone.
Good morning,
Yes.
Kim. I like your
Good
name.
morning. I wanted to ask, are you the same Kimmy, who was holding the event last summer in Southfield and offering a special dress?
Yes. Yes.
You are her.
Yes, and there's a gentleman in the studio now that just showed me a picture with the dress on. So that is me. So yes, did you enjoy? I hope you enjoyed
I went to the event
yourself.
last year, and you described the dress so well that I said, I'm supposed to dress. And that's come to the event.
You're breaking up a little bit. You're breaking up because
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What was the
Yes,
last thing you
but you
said?
described the dress so well that I said I wanted to come to the event and see the dress, and I never got a chance. So I'm wondering, is the dress available? And will you be having that event again this year?
You wanted to know if the dress is available and what?
And if she'll be having that same event again this year?
Yes, I am having the same event this year. The Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival 2018 will take place. This year it's going to be August the 10th and 11th, so save the date. And as far as the gown, the dress that I had on, it is absolutely available for sale. It's at KW Designs in Southfield. So, yeah, please check out his store. He is amazing.
Where
And
is that?
it's right off Northwestern Highway near the Zoop shop. The Zoop shop.
Oh, Zoop.
Yes, and so
Okay, well, like
and
I said, I've never seen the dress, but the way you described it, I think I want to, just the description was so well. I said, I want to see that dress, so I'll probably have to go see it.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Okay.
And when you go, tell them Kimmy Horn sent you.
Kimmy Horn, I will. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. What was that dress about?
It was two dresses for both stages. I had one green and sequin silver, and they're so comfortable. They're amazingly comfortable because they're like knit,
And
but
they're
they're
great to
sequined.
perform
They're
in.
great to perform in. They move well, and so he dressed me for both shows. The first show I had on green and silver, and the second show I had on black sequin, and both of them were easy to put on. I could perform. You couldn't see that I was, getting hot or when I cooled off. It was just really good. KW Designs is really fantastic in terms of
So you're doing the jazz festival. This will be the third annual.
this will be the third annual year. Yes, it will. I'm so
Do you
proud
know
of that.
who's on the show?
I am.
with
We
you?
are. We are putting a lineup together now.
Okay.
But again, I just want people to save the date. It is the second weekend again in August, August the 10th and the 11th, and the first day is from 6 to 10, and Saturday it'll be from 2 to 10. It's going to be
Wow,
all
that's
kinds
a
of.
long day.
It's a
That's
long
great
day.
That's great.
It's a great day of a lot of things. We'll be giving an award to a Lifetime Achievement Award to an elderly jazz artist, and we do this because I like to give back to artists that have, in my opinion, haven't been recognized enough.
Right.
So
right.
we do that, and then the foundation that we'll give back to is Ronald McDonald House again this year.
Oh, okay. That's
So
great.
all of the proceeds go back to Ronald McDonald House. Although it is a free outdoor festival, we do welcome sponsors to come in, and they came in very well received last year and the year before it last. So we love and appreciate.
I'm
our
telling you,
sponsors.
did you have any more of that lemonade? That lemonade was just too good. I mean, seriously, you may just say lemonade, but this was lemonade. It
Yes.
was wonderful.
Everyone talks about that lemonade, and yeah, we do anticipate having them again this year, along with beans and cornbread, who is one of my favorite, and other fabulous venues. So, and people can sign up and call in to be a vendor as well. So that's coming again. Save the date. But this one, Harlem Night,
This is next.
Yeah, this is the next thing on my plate, and
This is an amazing plate to
Yes.
be on. This is amazing. I had Carl Payne on the show just a couple of months ago. He was on here. He was in town on another play. And I just I want to call him Cockroach every time. Everybody's calling him, who's that? Then I say, he was on the Martin Lawrence show.
Right.
Cole. But who's the director?
the director is T. Oliver Reed, and the God
Brian
Brooks.
Harlan. Brian Harlan Brooks.
Yes, from the Motown musical, one of the directors, and he's actually a choreographer as well. So they have already been in for a meet and greet, and that was my first time meeting them. Fabulous. It's just so nice when you meet people who not only are they professional, but they're just good people. And we had good conversation.
Nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
Well, the tickets are available at
At the Fisher Theater and also Ticketmaster.
One Harlem Night, and
Yes.
it's only going to be here
For a weekend.
A weekend,
Right.
The 23rd, which is that Friday, through Sunday,
Through
the
Sunday.
25th.
Right.
And do you the shows? Do you have the times of the shows?
8 o'clock.
Oh,
On
okay.
Friday and Saturday start at 8 o'clock, and then I think on Sunday is the matinee.
Matinee.
And I want to say 2, but I'm not sure. So
Well,
that's why
here's
it's
a
important.
phone number: 1-800-982-2787. Wow. Well, you got to break a leg on this one, Kimmy.
Thank you. I'm going to be calling you for some input, too.
Oh, anytime. It's free for friends. Up until the 10th friend, then I charge. Okay, everybody stay tuned. We have Table Talk here, and we're going to talk about some interesting things. So that's next. So stay tuned for Table Talk, and break a leg, Kimmy.
Thanks for
Love
having
you
me. As
much.
always.
Love you
back.
much.